Hey, good day, everybody. I've done some exclusive and explosive travel over the last 4 to 5 weeks and been away from home and been in multiple dealerships, met dealer principals, general managers, sales professionals, and service professionals. I'll give you one example. I showed up about an hour and a half early before the event started because I wanted to peruse the inventory, look around, and just kind of get a vibe off the store. A sales professional was standing outside about 30 minutes after I arrived and walked by and go, "Good morning." Good morning. Gave the whole head turn. Good morning. And the guy's response back to me was, "I'm not much of a morning person." And I was, well, wow. So I walked really close to him and I go, "Then what are you?" And that fell into totally no response. Very interested that I was trying to be motivated, be positive, and really be above the day. And somebody arrived at the dealership to work with the public, the general public, and the first thing they're going to tell somebody, a total stranger, is that they're not much of a morning person. Man, I don't understand these things. It is a choice. I can choose to be in a bad mood. I can choose to hate and to be controversial, or I could choose to try to bring everybody else up to a higher level, and that's my choice. Everybody gets their own choice. I want you to know what's going on in the world of Toyota. There's a lot of people complaining about recalls and campaigns, and we can't find product and everything. Again, it's the negative side. If there's things that you can't change, there's no way you can change it, then complaining about it has zero gain. It's a zero-sum game. There's no gain there. You can't go forward. Nobody's going to be able to help you. It's just gonna sour the mood. So to me, there's always a way to be positive. Let me just do this. A recall is an issue. I cannot sell a recalled vehicle if it's new or if it's certified right now. If the customer really wants the vehicle, they have to wait until we fix the recall, take it through service, get it all cleared, and then bring the vehicle back to the front. So that wait time may not happen. The car is going to sell. The truck's going to sell. The SUV is going to sell. It might not sell to that same person because they might not wait. I understand that. But in my situation, when somebody says there's a recall, do we really want to sell a vehicle to somebody if there's a potential problem? And the answer for me is no. Maybe the answer for other people would be, yeah, I'll take a chance to sell it. I got to make my money. But to me, I really trust and admire the manufacturer that says, whoa, there's no cutting corners here. If the vehicle has a potential recall, if there's a potential campaign out there, we're not going to sell the vehicle. And so that's a positive to me, and it should be a positive to every buyer that ever buys the brand Toyota. Toyota's taken a lot of money that they've made over the COVID years and the money they're making right now, and they're being very diverse about it. They're not really telling a lot of people what they're doing, but they're very much into mobility, into AI. So there's some things that came out and I posted on Facebook this week, and I kind of want to address them because I'm super excited. Let me tell you how I feel about electric cars, fully electric cars. First of all, we don't have the infrastructure throughout the United States to be able to charge those cars if people are using them like a gasoline-powered car and driving to grandma's house or taking a family vacation. It's just not out there yet. And if more and more cars are sold electric, then we really are pulling on the power grid. A lot of the power grid is powered still by coal. And sometimes when you go to a charging station off-site, you can hear the diesel generator in the back. So that's producing the electricity. And I get it that we're trying to get to a clean environment. There's nobody on earth wants a dirty environment. But Toyota and some other manufacturers are doing some amazing stuff. So this is a little shot of Kawasaki right now. Kawasaki and multiple other brands are co-opting a vehicle that actually runs on hydrogen. It's an internal combustion engine. Now, we've got a hydrogen vehicle. It's called the Mirai. And what our hydrogen conversion does is it converts the hydrogen into electricity. So it's really an electric car, but it's fueled by hydrogen. This is not what this is. Toyota's got an engine. I posted that up about 6 months ago. We're producing an engine right now, which is ICE. that is internal combustion engine. So it uses hydrogen and runs like a normal gas-powered engine. For years, back in the oil field, when I was growing up, a lot of trucks were converted over to using propane instead of gasoline. And in the same situation, I can use a vapor for combustion just like I can use a liquid for combustion. And so Kawasaki's got an engine right now. They're testing it on the track, and they're saying they're getting the same power and response out of a hydrogen ICE engine. What that means to you and me and to the world that cares about environmental friendly and detoxifying the earth, the emission that comes off of this engine is water vapor. There is no toxins. There is no carbon. So I believe that we can go to a gas station 100 miles out in the middle of nowhere, and just like somebody fills up a propane tank, I can fill up a hydrogen tank, and I can pump hydrogen in my car. I can fill my car up with hydrogen if it's an internal combustion engine, and it gets the same basic fuel efficiency and the same basic power displacement. I'm not running 1,000,000 miles of copper wire all over the United States trying to set up all of these charging stations. What I'm doing is I'm pulling up to a pump. I'm filling it up just like a gasoline engine and going. Toyota is heavily involved in this right now, and I think this is awesome. Listen, man, there's a next level. I don't think it's the electric car. Maybe you do, and I'm not trying to cause controversy. I don't want you to be mad at me, but I don't think the electric car is the answer. I think that it's a clean burning car, but you've got to go back and trace where the power comes from. This right here is an amazing deal. Hydrogen, and this is the political side of it, can be derived from fossil fuels. So now the lobbyists that are working with the fossil fuel companies have a viable way to continue to make money using a different fuel source, which I think there's the answer right there. So one group of people doesn't get decimated while the other group of people are making money. If everybody can make money and the businesses go forward and make a conversion with science, everything's cool. Check this out. Toyota's unveiled a groundbreaking, now wait a minute, this is sci-fi stuff right here, a groundbreaking engine that runs on ammonia. It could be waste products from farming. We spray crops with ammonia. Ammonia helps crops grow. It supercharges growth of vegetables and different crops. So now we'll be able to do a semi-diesel truck, a big tractor or something. I don't see enough battery storage and capacity to be able to have a farm run off of an electric tractor, all electric tractor. I don't see that. However, what if we could produce an internal combustion engine that used ammonia for the fuel? Gang, we are right on the edge. We are so right on the edge of really coming up with something that takes care of everybody. Nobody, whether you believe in global warming or you don't believe in global warming, it doesn't matter. If global warming is a natural occurrence or it's caused by man, it doesn't matter. What matters is scientific breakthroughs that change the narrative and change the game. And these two engines that I've just shown you that are being tested on the track right now, that are in use right now, could be the actual answer or could be the next step to the breakthrough that changes everything. The world will not run without energy. And every single year we use more and more energy. More and more energy. That's not going to stop as the population continues to grow. We need more energy. So this right here is something that Toyota's heavily involved in, and I'm super stoked to be working for a manufacturer that's looking out for humanity. Isn't that awesome? PK52, the Saturday Morning Meeting.